This is a CBC podcast.
Hey, I'm Michelle Parisi, the woman behind Alone, A Love Story. Season 3 is coming out on February 5th. Love, sex, travel, motherhood, it's all in there. You don't expect anything less from me by now, do you? So put on some tea, make some space under the blankets, and get ready to hunker down with the final season of Alone, A Love Story.
Anine Jain, how are you?
Gonalonqua, which is I love you.
Agamemok, keep going.
Diane Today for Don't Touch.
This is First Words, an Indigenous language podcast by Unreserved.
Yat-e, which is a greeting.
Miigwech, which means thank you.
Jahol Chivo Eli Langley ka ana Boti Otosago Mill, Brittany Langley ka Otosago Mill, Linda Langley ka Otosago Mill. My name is Eli Langley. I am Brittany Langley's son. I am Linda Langley's son. I'm from Elton, Louisiana. I'm a member of the Coushatta Tribe of Louisiana. I just got Harvard University to recognize my endangered indigenous language, and I feel amazing. Ayiksa. Ayiksa means clan. In the tribe, there are 7 clans, all of which are animals, and clans are essentially family units in the tribe. The clan is passed through your mother. So for me, my father is Coushatta and my mother is not Coushatta. So I don't have a clan. But my father is Bobcat. My grandmother, his mother, was Bobcat. So I would tell people, Ayiksa kamikso, katik Kowagnisi Hatka Komil, which means I don't have a clan, but I'm a white bobcat. After my senior year of high school, in the summer of 2016, in our tribal heritage department, we did an immersion program. The passion that I had for wanting to learn the language, and I ended up really eating it up and being really committed to the effort. Even 2, 3, 4 years ago, a large portion of the community thought that you couldn't learn the language as a second language. If you learned English first, there was no chance for you to learn Koasati. So the immersion program was probably the starting point for me gaining a significant amount of fluency. There are maybe 200 to 300 Koasati speakers, and of that group, I, at 20 years old, am the youngest speaker of this language. If I don't teach my children, or if I don't continue advocating for this and attempting to save our language in this way, there's a possibility that I will be the last person that ever speaks this language, which is a really heavy thing to think. But life is long, and I'm committed to making sure that is not the case. There are a lot of terms in Koasati that I really like. The one that has stuck with me the most in my process of learning the language is probably Ittachaki, which means brother. But the 2 parts of the word are Itta, which kind of means together, and Achaki, which means to go along with. So an almost more literal translation of that word would be someone who goes along with you. And I think that's really beautiful. Almost a literal idea of what it means to be a brother or a sibling is, a person that will follow you, will go with you, and stick with you, I guess, through the thick and thin. In English, a lot of the emphasis is on the nouns and adjectives, whereas in Koasati, the entire language is based on verbs. So the word for chair is pachakoka, which means what you sit on. The word for table is pa'olimpa, which is what we eat on. So Itachaki, I think, is a really beautiful shorthand for how we think. Whenever I got to Harvard in the fall of 2016, I was really hot on the language. I had dedicated my whole summer to learning it. I felt really, really good about my progress. I was basically totally conversational by the time I left home. I was considering doing it as a fifth class, an independent study, anything like that. But I was met with a lot of well-meaning people running me around, basically. I was told a lot about the handbook, the bylaws, the faculty rulings on this kind of stuff, and basically told that there was no way to go forward with what I was hoping to go forward with. Was told to take other languages. There is no good justification for Harvard saying this language is worthy of recognition and it matters, and this other language here isn't worthy of recognition and doesn't matter. So about a month and a half ago, I received word that we would be able to move forward with an examination in Koasati, and then shortly after that, I received word from the registrar's office that my record had been updated, my transcript had been updated to say that I had fulfilled the language requirement in Koasati, and that was just the most amazing feeling. Hi, my name is Eli Langley, and your words of the day are Itachaki, which means brother, Ayiksa, which means clan, and Abachakole, which means God.
For more CBC podcasts, go to cbc.ca/podcasts.